Grand Rising, everybody. My name is Eric. This is the Blank Spot. We are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supply company. We're located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. We sell several types of blanks, and today we're going to be talking about the viral Clack Fan, the viral trail ride Clack Fan. Okay, so you can purchase these fans right now, today, on our website. They are available. They're available on our website at theblankspot.com. Okay. THEBLANKSSPOT.com. We also sell a template or ready to press fan designs. And the last thing is, if you want to upload your own transfer or your own design, we can actually print that out for you as well. First thing that you're going to want to have for this process is your 15 by 15 is not going to be wide enough to press this. So you're going to have some type of extension board. I'm using a yucca board. That's short for eucalyptus. I also have a pressing pad that I think my wife got from Joann's Fabrics. It's a pressing pad that I measured the yucca board. Now, you can measure your board however you want to measure it. My image or the substrate that I'm going to be pressing is 25 inches wide. So I made sure to measure my board a little bit longer than 25 inches. And then I think I came out about 2 feet. So I have my yucca board, I have my pad, and then I just took an old cotton t-shirt and placed over the padding. So here's my transfer that I have. I will not be showing you how to splice images together. But because we have large format printers, you can actually get your own images printed, or you can actually purchase the ones that we have, okay? It's gonna come packaged like this. Just take the fan out, open the fan, okay? Now, the fan currently has double-sided tape that's holding it. I don't know if you guys can see, but that's double-sided tape that's holding the fan together, which is going to make it very simple and easy for us to remove the fan from what's called the ribs, which is the plastic part. So I'm just going to tear it away. This is not paper. This is fabric. It's kind of like a nylon fabric, so it won't tear, okay? It won't rip. As I tear this away, you want to be mindful that you're going to have to press this fabric flat. Someone asked a question a while back. They said, hey, did you press your fan flat before you sublimated it? Yes, you want to press it flat, because if you don't press it flat, what's going to happen is you're going to get lines in it. Because it's a nylon type of fabric, it's not going to take a lot to press it out. I have my heat press set at 385 degrees, which I can actually go lower with the paper that we're using. We're using the Blank Spot Sublimation Paper, but I have it at 385 degrees, and I'm going to press for about 50 seconds, okay? Because this is nylon, you don't need to press very long. You don't have to be very hot, okay? You can see the residue from the double-sided tape, and we're going to use that same double-sided tape to put the fan back together. Had someone to ask, is the double-sided tape durable? Will it hold? Well, that's what they sent it with. So if they sent it with it, I'm going to assume that it's going to hold. Now, you may decide to put some 6,000 glue on it. I don't think it's necessary. Plus, the 6,000 glue is going to make it it's going to take a long time to dry. But that's your choice. But we're going to be using double-sided tape for this demonstration. Just jumping on, this is a 15 by 15 inch heat press. We sell these heat presses in our warehouse. If you're wondering how to get access to it, you can get access to it from our warehouse. Remember, you're not going to be able to press this one time on this 15 by 15. It's going to take 2 presses. All it should take is 2 presses. If it takes more than 2 presses, you don't have your fan positioned correctly, because you got a 15 by 15 and the top of the fan is 13 inches. So you should only be pressing this 2 times. That's it. Should only be pressing it 2 times. If you're scared that you're going to burn it, you can always take some butcher paper and place over it. For this example, I'm going to do that anyway, because there is a piece of double-sided tape right here that I don't want to touch the press. And actually, instead of butcher paper, I'm going to use this brown paper because it's a little more sturdier. So I'm going to have to peel this off. All I'm doing right now is flattening my fan. You want to flatten it just like pre-pressing the shirt before you press it. Okay? Same concept. Pre-pressing the shirt before you press it. So I'm just pressing it flat, pressing the lines out, pressing it flat. And I can take this off now, but you can see it's stuck. It's stuck to it a little bit, so I can take that off now, and I can press the other side. Real simple. So a lot of this is really common sense, guys. You want to always press your fabric out before you actually press it. Now, this is what you're going to get, is that line in the middle. So you want to be careful that you don't get that line. You want to overlap. So I'm going to adjust my pressure a little bit. It is sublimation. It is not going to need a lot of pressure. But I've never pressed on a 15 by 15 using this fan. I've always pressed on my big press. But I want to encourage everybody just to know that you can do it. It just may take a little bit more preparation. Now that we have this flat, I'm going to take the sticky side, the majority of the sticky side, I'm going to put it face down. Put it face down, all right? I got my design. I'm just going to kind of size this up. So I just want to make sure it's face down. I want the sticky side down. So what we have here is basically a half moon template design. It's a half moon template design. Now, normally with me, I wouldn't tape it. I wouldn't tape it. But because we're doing it on the 15 by 15 and this is not tacky paper, I don't want this to shift, okay? So I'm going to take this fan down. And once again, this is for people who want to do it themselves and you're using the 15 by 15. Lots of other options. You can also outsource this to a company to do. Now, the next thing, like I said, you want to make sure that you have this positioned back to where you're getting one press only. You should be able to cover the top and the bottom with one press and then slide it over and do another press. You should not be doing it 4 times. So if you have to make sure it's lined up, that's what you do, okay? I got my press set at 385 and I'm going to be pressing it for 50 seconds. And light pressure because I have a pad and you don't want that line. So if you saw me adjusting, that's what I was doing, okay? Because it is thin, I'm gonna probably press this about, don't mind me, I'm probably gonna press it about 40, maybe 45 seconds, and then I'm gonna overlap the press, okay? But I do have it set for 50 seconds. Make sure you have your double-sided tape because that's how we're gonna be putting it back together. We're currently using our own templates. We created a template for our fans. Our fans and our templates and our designs fit our fans. We do have ready to press images. We do have ready to press images. Now I'm just gonna slide this over and see about overlapping this. Still gonna be a line in there, but I don't think it's gonna really matter too much. You can't get away from the line because you are pressing on the 15 by 15. So when people say that you can't do something with the smaller press, it's probably because you don't have the right materials. Like I said, I have a Yucca board. I got a pad that I got from Joann's, and I took an oversized, I think it's a 4X cotton t-shirt that we don't use these. I got an old t-shirt that I covered up just to make this work, okay? You definitely want to make sure you press the same amount of time the second time that you did the first time because you don't want to have that uneven color. All right, I'm done. I don't know how it's going to come out because I don't use small presses. So we're going to see this together. And it's only sticking because of the adhesive on the back, okay? So now, tear this away and look like we got a pretty good press. One thing I want you guys to see is we do sell our own sublimation paper. So the blank spot sublimation paper, that's a great ink release. You're looking at that. You see some of the lines, but you don't see the lines, or you won't see the lines as much in the fan. Okay, I'm gonna remove the tape and then we're gonna let you see what the fan looks like before we put it together. Wherever you're seeing this from, feel free to drop your city and state. Also, if you're looking for these fans, they do clack. If you're looking for these fans, they are available on our website, theblankspot.com. That's THEBLANKSSPOT.com. And that's what we got. All right. Not too bad. Not too bad. So, came out pretty good. I just did this on the 15 by 15. That means that if I did it, you can do it too. Everybody's going to have their own idea. But someone asked me to do a video. So hopefully in doing this video, when doing this video, you will see how to put them back together, and hopefully it makes sense to you. So once again, as you see, or if you can see, you're going to see the double-sided tape from before I took it apart, okay? You're going to see the double-sided tape before I took it apart. I'm going to basically spread these ribs out and line them back up where the double-sided tape went. That's all I'm going to do. So I'm going to do... So we're going to line them up. But before we do that, we got our double-sided tape that we're going to reapply. So this is going to be a little time consuming. It's a couple of things that you can do. You can take and just put the tape back on the rib and then cut the tape. That might be the best way to do it, other than trying to cut a lot of pieces. Depends on if you're in a hurry. I don't know what your timeline is. Or you can take the tape and put it down here. I wouldn't do it down here because you're going to need something to peel. You're going to need a hard surface to peel this off. So what I'm doing right now is I'm applying the double-sided tape to each one of the ribs. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is The Blanks Spot. We will be showing a replay on our YouTube and on our Facebook. The Facebook is The Blank Spot -TBS. There will not be a replay on this particular channel. So you're going to have to, in order to watch the video again, you're going to have to go to our Facebook, because this platform doesn't allow replays. And I mean, yeah, of course, I could probably upload it. The video should be short enough to upload, but I'm not going to because I don't want to. I want you guys to go to our Facebook and our YouTube channels. Please and thank you. Now, these ribs are going to stick together, so you want to make sure you don't miss any, like I was about to. It is a little time consuming, which is, and if you guys know, I've said this before, I'm not a crafter. But we have items that need to be sublimated, and I have to know how to do this. If not, my wife will be doing everything, and I'm sure that can be tiresome to her. All I'm doing right now is reapplying double-sided tape to the ribs. So when I get ready to apply this back to the fan, it's going to be easier. Now, I'm going to bring my wife in, because one thing I don't do, I don't clack no fans. So I'll bring her back in so she can show you how sturdy it is. And she can clack, clack, clack away. But I won't be clacking. Like I say, they are available on our website, theblankspot.com. For someone who's never done a fan before, I just basically showed you just how simple it is to sublimate the fan. For someone who only has a 15 by 15 heat press, I just showed you just how easy it is to sublimate a fan on a 15 by 15 heat press. Really wasn't that hard. It was a little uncomfortable for me because, like I said, I don't use the smaller heat press if I don't have to. But if that's gonna make somebody confident enough to buy it, then that's what I'll do. And then, of course, we got this side as well. So this is what I recommend y'all do. This is just a recommendation. Don't just buy one fan. I would recommend that you buy 2 fans, at least 2 fans. Why? Because you're going to need to know how to put them together. So your second fan is going to be, remember, this side is going to go face down. So now what I have to do is I have to take the double-sided tape part off. I'm looking for a tool that we had in here. And looking at this, I probably should have did one at a time, but I think we're going to be okay. What you think? This is where me saying I'm not a crafter comes in. Double-sided tape means that white piece is going to come off. That's what that means, okay? So I'm going to take them all off. Because when I turn it over, I'm basically just going to be lining it up. You may decide to do one at a time, and that's fine. But you have to understand that once you turn it over, it's going to be time to line it up. Recommend you have a flat surface when you're doing this. I have a little fuzzy surface right here. But I recommend you have a flat surface when you're doing this. That'll help you out a little bit, all right? Like I say, any and all questions are going to be addressed after the live. I'm using this as content for our Facebook and YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, if you have not subscribed to our Facebook and our YouTube, the Facebook is the blank spot -TBS, and our YouTube is the blank spot. You'll be able to go back and look at the replay over and over and over again. This is the only free class that we're giving on sublimating and putting these fans together. So I recommend you guys take advantage of it. Look at that one. No. It's this one right here I should have left. And I'm sure somebody's going to say, hey, you should have did that. Well, you know, you can do it. You can do it yourself. By all means, you're more than welcome to do it yourself. I'm sure if you got a better way of doing it, you can make the video. And I'm sure people will appreciate it. This is our video. This is how we're rocking. So I'm going to line each one up. And the fan doesn't go all the way to the tip. The fan comes down about 1/4 of an inch. Like I said, you want to be on a flat surface. But I don't know. This pad is kind of helping me out. Once I get started, it's pretty easy. The fans are plastic. The rib is plastic and it bends. so it's easier to apply. And you can always turn it back over and adjust it if need be to get any slack out that may populate in there. All right. Now this part right here. Did I do it backwards?
You got this one right here that can go over there.
Okay, so this part goes straight on.
This one. Because it's flat.
One of them are going to go
Yeah.
inside.
So this one.
That one goes inside here?
Yeah, but you got to bring this over. And then bring that one to the other
Okay.
side.
So I had them backwards. That's why it's important to have two fans, okay? All right. So that one's going to go directly to that one.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Just adjusting a little bit. Okay. And then this one is gonna go over the top and turn and tucked under. Okay, so it's gonna go. You see how everything is flat? The last one is gonna go over the top, and then you're gonna turn it a little bit under. So we're gonna go ahead and take this tape off, or this paper off. Then we're gonna tuck this so I can turn it back over. Nah, I'd probably do better like that. Because there's no crease, just want to get it to where you can tuck it over. And I'm just trying to line it back up where the original tape was. If you can do that, great. If you can't, it's gonna be fine.
That's it.
That's your fan. You can go back through and press down some more. Like I said, if you decide that you want to use 6,000 glue, you're not going to be able to do this video fast because you're going to still be drying. So my wife's going to come around here and she's going to show you how this thing actually sounds.
Good afternoon, y'all. Boots on the ground. Here we go.
So for those of you who want to know if the double-sided tape is durable, it is durable. We're going to do a quick little recap. First off, you can go to the website, theblankspot.com. That's THEBLANKSSPOT.com to order. We have the fans themselves. We have the templates for the fans. We also have transfers that you can order if you decide that you want to order the transfer. Either way, I just showed you how to press it on a 15 by 15. You're going to need your Yucca board. You're going to need you some type of padding and some type of covering for the Yucca board. You're going to need this fan and some double-sided tape and, of course, a transfer. All right? So, thank y'all for jumping on, tuning in. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. I will see you guys at the top because there are too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.